Hello ladies, I want to welcome you back to Self Love TV. It is 2022 and we're about to jumpstart this channel, starting up with some great topics to help us on our journey of self-love. Let me welcome back all of the returning followers and subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. I did gain a few new followers over the holidays. Let me welcome you to the channel. This channel is just devoted to self-love. Most of you all are followers of mine, I believe, from my main channel of Lydia's Life TV, which is a lifestyle channel. I kind of talk about everything over there. I, vlog. I do travel vlogs. I do my journey with the locks, natural hair journey from loose natural to locks. I also talk about encouragement. I am a motivational life coach, so I do motivational speaking and encouragement for women to live their best life, promoting wellness of the mind, the body, and the spirit. That's what we do on this channel as well as Lydia's Life, but I just incorporate a lot of things. And I wanted to get a channel to devote to self-love, just something that we as women could focus on to improve our lives. So thank you for being here. And today we're going to start off this new year talking about some new things, and we're going to talk about self-gaslighting. I know you guys have heard that terminology of gaslighting. Gaslighting usually is something that people do to other people, but I'm going to read you the textbook definition. It says manipulation of someone, usually psychological, and it makes people question their own sanity, twisting their sense of reality, invalidating thoughts and emotions. And when I thought about it, it is possible that you could gaslight yourself. You could be totally self-gaslighting. So if you're interested in this topic, keep listening. Welcome back, ladies, to the channel. I am so happy to be here this year. I'm thankful to God for my life and for allowing me to see another year. In a matter of days, I will be celebrating a birthday, and so I'm blessed and I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for this journey of self-love that I have been on for quite a while. I think self-love, the journey of self-love, is continuous. I think it's something that you will do for the rest of your life. You have to be mindful of things that happen in your life that can attack, that confidence of self-love. So I think it's an ongoing thing. And so I've been at it now for nearly 10 years, being happy with self, loving me and the skin that I'm in. And I'm hoping that you ladies are as well. And that if you're not, that you're on that journey, or you're deciding today that you want to be on that journey of self-love. So we're going to talk about really quick today, not a very long video. Try to work on shortening my videos this year. We're going to talk a little bit about self-gaslighting, and I'm going to give you some ways in which you might be gaslighting yourself, and you may see yourself in some of these. And if you do, make a note of it. Do you have your journals for 2022? Do you have a notepad? Write down things this year so that you can go back and look at it. I think it's really helpful in your journey of self-love to keep up with things that you're doing, patterns and practices. So we're going to keep a journal this year, or we're going to write down our thoughts and things that we experience. So one of the ways that you could be self-gaslighting is blaming yourself for not handling things better. Oftentimes we go through an experience, or we have an issue with someone, and it blows up. Maybe you stop talking to the person, maybe you fall out, you're not speaking anymore, and then you get to thinking about something in regards to the situation, and you start saying, well, maybe if I had handled it better, maybe if I had thought of them. And sometimes it's not a matter of something that you needed to fix. Sometimes people are wrong. but always willing to draw in the blame for yourself is not healthy. So we're going to stop doing that in 2022. We're not going to always be blaming ourselves because we didn't handle a situation, or the situation didn't work out the way that we thought or the way that we planned, and we start second guessing how we handled it. We're going to stop doing that, because sometimes things got to be said, whether they're easy to hear or not. And we're not going to always be thinking about how it came off. If it's something that needs to be said, it needs to be said. And, let the chips fall where they may. So we're going to stop doing that in 2022. Another thing we're going to stop doing, and I think this is a way that we gaslight ourselves, we criticize ourselves for being too sensitive and too emotional. I consider myself to be a very sensitive person, and I've had people say, "You're too sensitive." Well, in my opinion, there's no way that I can be too sensitive. I think being sensitive is compassion, is caring, is a good thing. So I don't feel that I can be too sensitive. But even if I am, it's something that I have to deal with myself. And I'm not going to criticize myself because I feel, because I care a lot. I'm not. Or being emotional. Guys, I'm one of those people who can watch something on TV, whether it's a commercial, and it could be just, a little sentimental, or it could be something dealing with family, and I'll just start crying. I cry in movies. My daughters used to laugh at me, "Mom, look down there, Mom's crying." And I'm just a very emotional, very sensitive person, but I feel that is a good quality that I have the ability to care about people and care about things. So I'm no longer getting angry or feeling like, it's something bad because I have that soft spot within me. Stop judging yourself and stop criticizing yourself for being sensitive or emotional. Another way you could be gaslighting yourself is shaming yourself for being needy. Sometimes in relationships, especially if it's a relationship that has weathered some storms, and you're at a point where you're trying to develop trust again. So you might be a little needy. You might need that person to give more or to show more because you're trying to build that trust in them again. Stop shaming yourself for being needy. If it's something that you need, it's something that you need. We have to start speaking the things that we want and not be ashamed of ourselves because we want certain things or because we need certain things. It is okay to give to yourself, and it's okay if you're needy. If you're in a relationship with someone, I'm not saying being possessive or overbearing in some way, but because you need somebody to show you compassion or to show you love because it was damaged due to lack of trust or some infidelity or something that happened, it's okay. Stop shaming yourself for being that way. This reason here is one of my top. This is something that I really can't even put into words. We are always justifying other people's toxic behavior and taking responsibility for it. Well, if I had said it a little nicer, well, maybe if I had done this or if I had done that, they wouldn't have done this. If someone has done something that's toxic, that is evil, that is mean, that is rude, stop making excuses for that person. Stop justifying that behavior. Oh, well, they're going through a lot. Stop gaslighting yourself and allowing people to treat you ugly by justifying their ugly behavior towards you. Well, maybe if I had just been a little bit more understanding, or maybe if I hadn't said anything. Every adult person, every person of accountability has to take responsibility for themselves. And there's no reason for you to be justifying someone's toxic behavior because they do something ugly. Let them take responsibility for what they're doing. Another way that you could be gaslighting yourself is criticizing yourself for not getting over something traumatic that happened in your life, that you should already be over it. There is no timeline for trauma or how long it takes you to deal with something. Some people are able to move on, and some people take time. So you can't criticize yourself because people are saying, well, you should be past that. No one knows but you how long it takes you to be able to grieve. And I'm not going to say you know how long, but you know when you start to feel better, and you don't have to feel the need to rush yourself because people are saying you should be past something. You should be over that love that broke your heart. You should be over that friend of yours who walked out of your life, or the loss of someone in your life. No one can tell you how long it takes you to move past trauma. And stop looking at yourself and saying, well, my friend or my brother or my sister or my mom said I should be over something. You take all the time you need to get past trauma. And if you need help, please go get help. But stop criticizing yourself because you're not where other people think you should be. So I hope that those few thoughts, you're actually examining yourself and seeing it. Are you in there? Do you do some of those things? Do you see yourself in some of those situations? Are you gaslighting yourself? And I'm going to give you I guess about 4 affirmations. Hopefully that will help you if you feel yourself doing these things. I know I've been victim to, doing one of those in my life. So I do know that we may see ourselves in similar situations to that. And if so, let's apply these affirmations and hopefully they'll be helpful to you. Okay, number 1 I have. I'm not too much. I'm enough. I think we have to tell ourselves that we are enough and that we're not too much. I know sometimes people will tell us, you're just too much. Nobody will be able to love you. You're too much. You're just enough. Everybody is different. You cannot gauge yourself or measure yourself up against anyone else. You're different. Your needs are different. Your lives are different. So stop telling yourself you're not enough. You are enough. You're not too much. Believe that. Number 2, I am doing better than my mind tells me. Sometimes your mind will play tricks on you. You'll start doubting yourself and saying, I'm not doing great, because maybe you slipped back and maybe one day you got up and you said something negative and you slipped back into that thought process. Don't criticize yourself. Don't beat yourself up for doing that. It was just a slip. But tell yourself you are doing better. Just acknowledging where you are and knowing that you need to do better is better in itself. All right, number 4. This is number 3. I am not responsible for another's toxic behavior. Let's say that together. I am not responsible for others' toxic behavior, whether it's your children, your spouse, your siblings, your mom, your dad, your friends, your co-workers, whoever. You are not responsible for other people's behavior. Toxic behavior, you are not responsible. Everybody at an age of accountability are responsible for their own lives. Regardless of what things that may have affected them, they cannot blame you or anyone else. At some point in life, you have to take responsibility for your own behavior. So if you're out here doing crazy things, that is your responsibility. It's not because my mom didn't love me enough. My brother used to pick on me. I was bullied in school. If those are things that you are dealing with in life, then you have to make that decision that I need some help. But it is your responsibility to get the help you need. And it's nobody's fault. So stop pulling in other people's toxic behavior as your own. You are not responsible for that. And the last affirmation I want to share today is, tell yourself, my feelings are valid. How you feel about your life is valid. The things that you want in life are valid. How you decide to do something is valid. Everything about your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions are valid. No one can devalue that. No one can tell you it's not. If you are hurt by something, that's valid. Whether someone acknowledges or not is not your fault. But how you feel is valid. So tell yourself, I am valid. The way that I feel is valid. And it is what it is. You need to get up each day and, say these things to yourself. My thoughts are valid. My feelings are valid. My emotions are valid, even if someone else doesn't see it. Hopefully something I've said today will get that brain churning or get you to think about gaslighting. Think about, are you doing that to yourself? And if you are, let's start today and make it better. Let's start today and make a change in our lives to be better people, be better women, mothers, sisters, friends, daughters, aunties, co-workers. We're going to work on ourselves here in 2022, and we're going to love ourselves in 2022, and we're going to be able to put these smiles on our face and know that I'm important and I'm loved. So let's do that this year. I want to thank you for watching today. If you are new, please make sure you subscribe before you leave this video. Click that notification bell and turn on your notifications so you'll know when I upload videos. And for the returning subscribers, hey ladies, thank you for coming back. And I will see you ladies real soon. We're going to get it going here in 2022. I've missed you guys. So welcome back, ladies. I'm so glad to be here. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.